This wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
On the ground, it's Watkins. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After run, now throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. On target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take, turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think the QB does a really good job feeling the pocket, getting outside of the pocket, keeping his eyes down the field, looking to make a play. But what's the most important part about playing quarterback? Let's make sure our feet are set and strong and secure so we can make that throw and rip it with some accuracy.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Watkins. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside.
Looking deep down the right side. Fakes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd is really affecting the football game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're looking to throw on second and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oscar. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off. Spins away. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big 10 action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the 1st down. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then convert.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
42, Spider.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing it.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Bloomberg. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. The DBs will back off a bit. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the down for the catch. And they'll move the chains. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Spartans are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Out of the backfield, he's open. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holder. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.